I was going through some old files on our computer yesterday, and one of the files that I came across was from when one of my daughters was much younger, and when we were living in Knoxville, and from when she would go to one of her favorite places in the mall. And they had a little place there that she could go into and get a princess makeover. And she loved it. She would go in her normal clothes, and she'd come out with her hair done, and she'd have this princess costume on, and she just absolutely loved it. It was a lot of fun for her. And that got me thinking, makeovers can be a lot of fun, can't they? They can be a real joy, right? And in a normal makeover, you're essentially saying, you know what? I'm going to do away with this old style, right? The old clothes, the old hair, that kind of thing. And I'm going to come to a new style, right? The new clothes, the new hairdo, all that kind of stuff. And it can be a lot of fun, right? It can make us feel really good about ourselves. We feel like a new person, right? When we're done with our makeover. And again, that got me thinking that there's this makeover that God offers, doesn't he? You see, in the book of Colossians, chapter 3, and starting in verse 5, Paul talks about a makeover that God presents to us. And here's what's said. It says, "So put to death whatever in your nature belongs to the earth: sexual immorality, impurity, shameful passion, evil desire, and greed, which is idolatry. Because of these things the wrath of God is coming on the sons of disobedience. You also lived your lives in this way at one time, when you used to live among them. But now, put off all such things as anger, rage, malice, slander, abusive language from your mouth. Do not lie to one another, since you've put off the old man with its practices, and have been clothed with the new man that is being renewed in knowledge according to the image of the one who created it. Here, there's neither Greek nor Jew, circumcised or uncircumcised, barbarian, Scythian, slave or free, but Christ is all and in all." And so here Paul already starts talking about, hey, these are the things we're putting away, right? These are the things that we're doing away with. That's the old person. We need a makeover, right? And so that's only part of it, right? Putting away is one thing. That's one part of it. But that's only part of it. So let's see what we are supposed to put on. "Therefore, as the elect of God, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with" what? What are we supposed to clothe ourselves? What are we supposed to put on for this wonderful new makeover? "Clothe yourselves with a heart of mercy, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience, bearing with one another and forgiving one another if someone happens to have a complaint against anyone else. Just as the Lord has forgiven you, so you also forgive others. And to all these virtues add love, which is the perfect bond. Let the peace of Christ be in control in your heart, for you were in fact called as one body to this peace, and be thankful. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly, teaching and exhorting one another with all wisdom, singing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, all with grace in your hearts to God. And whatever you do in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him." So what's God doing here? What God's doing is he's offering us a makeover. He says, those that are sinners, I've got something so beautiful for you. Here's an opportunity to put away the old person. And how does that happen? It happens in baptism. That's when the old person is put to death, buried, and we're raised to a new life. But that's part of it. We got to put it away. And even as Christians, it can be easy to kind of fall back into our old style, can it? It's a lifelong dedication to being made over into Christ likeness, the way we need to be, right? It's what we're trying to accomplish is to reflect as best as we can Jesus Christ in our lives. That's who we're being made even more into the image of. And so this is God's makeover. And so if you have not taken that initial step to being made over, reach out. Drop a comment below. If you need to put on Christ in baptism, let us know. We'll walk you through it. We'll help you. But as I said, it's a lifelong process. We need to be constantly focused on being made over, putting Christ on every day to where we look more and more like Him. I don't want the style of Greg Ryan. That doesn't work. I want to be made over and live in the style of Jesus Christ. Are you made over? I want to encourage you. Keep walking, keep talking, and keep aiming to be more like Jesus. Let's aim for that. I hope you have a wonderful day, and may God bless you.